I rise today not just as a new member of Congress, but as someone who has spent my career as a consumer protection lawyer studying families pushed to the brink of financial ruin. I have sat all day long listening to the personal stories of families driven to bankruptcy by predatory loans, financial scams, and unlawful and immoral debt collectors. I rise today as someone who has personally spoken to thousands of families in foreclosure, as someone who has had to look into the eyes of parents and children and tell them, I'm sorry, but the bank is going to take your house. These are not experiences that someone can forget. I carry these stories of California families with me every day. It's why I ran for office. It's why I stand up for a level playing field for families. I cannot fathom how the minority with this amendment is shrugging off the devastation of the 2008 collapse. 10 years ago in 2009, Orange County was coming off a year when home prices fell 30%. Imagine being a family planning for retirement, and all of a sudden, your primary source of security is gone. 10 years ago, in May 2009, California had an unemployment rate of 11%. Do members of this body not remember how many of our friends and neighbors spent sleepless nights wondering if they could keep a roof over their heads? The 2008 economic collapse casts a long shadow. One study from the CDC found that suicides spurred by evictions and foreclosures doubled between 2005 and 2010. Those are going to be difficult victims to locate. Because of this human tragedy, Congress acted and created the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, an agency whose sole focus is to ensure that financial services companies and Wall Street mega banks could not again cheat families and tank our economy. We created the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau even though special interests were spending $3 million a day to defeat it. Think about it. An industry so wealthy that even in its collapse, they had $3 million to spend on lobbyists. Now these same special interests are again attacking the CFPB. This amendment is just another effort by the same members who voted against the CFPB's very creation to limit the agency's effectiveness. In my nearly 2 decades as a consumer advocate, I have never met a single American, Democrat, Republican, or independent who likes being cheated. If the members today were listening to their constituents and not special interests, they would support the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. I am a proud capitalist, and it is in that deep belief in healthy and strong markets that I rise today in opposition to this motion to recommit. I yield back.